Okay, so you've been wanting to read tarot for a while. You're not really sure where to begin. It seems kind of daunting. There's so many cards, there's so many different meanings. How do you begin? If this is something that's been on your mind, you've been wanting to read tarot, you want to learn the fastest and easiest way, then this video is for you. Let's get into the lesson. You're going to learn and be an expert at reading tarot by the time this video is over. Okay, so first things first, let's start at the very basic beginning. You need a tarot deck, okay? How do you know which tarot deck to get? Well, my advice would be, if you're just starting, get a tarot deck that just speaks to you and calls to you, okay? Because that's energy, and every deck is different. There's so many different decks. A lot of people will tell you to get the basic Rider-Waite deck, which is fine, but if that one doesn't call to you, then that's not your deck you should be using. You need to go look at decks and feel which one draws you in. That is your deck that you need to use. Don't just go to the store and just grab a deck, okay? Look at them all and feel drawn to one. That is how you know that's step one in finding your deck. Okay. Also, a lot of people will say that you're supposed to be gifted a deck, like the deck is supposed to find you, which is fine, but it doesn't have to be true, right? Like, if you feel drawn to a deck, that is kind of like the same thing. That's the deck calling you. That's the deck coming to you, right? So find a deck that you're drawn to, that you love, that you can feel the energy in. That's first and foremost, okay? Now, step two, you got your deck, okay? Now you're ready to read. What do you do first? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to clean your deck of any residual energy that it picked up, right? If it's at a store, if it was shipped to you, if other people held it, if other people looked at it, it's going to have some energy. Even if it was sitting in a box in a storage unit, it's going to have energy from that storage unit, right? So what we want to do is we want to cleanse the deck. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can cleanse it under the full moon or the new moon, okay? Which I just cleansed this deck under the full moon last night, so it should be fresh with energy. You can get some crystals. You can get selenite, okay? And you can just set it on top of the deck. It's that simple. Just set it on top of the deck. The selenite, this is a very cleansing crystal. So any other crystals that you have that need to be cleansed, if you just set it by the selenite, that'll help it too. This was also just cleansed under the full moon last night. So everything I'm showing you is very fresh for this video. Okay? The third way you can do it is with smoke, like Palo Santo or sage. You just light it and kind of, smoke up the deck. Okay? And those are ways that you can clean your deck. Also, if you have like a jar of Epsom salt, you can stick it, immerse it in the salt. Okay? Salt is very cleansing, very protective. Okay, so that's how you cleanse your deck. So that's what you want to do before you start working with it. Okay. Now, you're ready to start. You've done everything I said. You're ready to start reading. But now where do you begin? Okay. Well, hopefully you got a deck that includes a guidebook. A coin just fell. So if that's your sign from a loved one, a coin just fell. You're going to want to make sure you have a guidebook. You don't have to, but it's going to help you. Okay, so here's what you do. Before you learn what these cards mean, again, this is for beginners. I know a lot of you know the cards. That's fine. But before you learn what each of these cards mean, I would suggest giving yourself a little reading and just intuitively looking at it like a comic strip. What are the cards telling you? Okay? Now, here's how you begin. You want to split your deck and you want to shuffle it. Okay? You want to shuffle it to put your energy in it, right? We just cleansed the deck, so there's no energy in it. But if you're going to give a reading for yourself, you want to put your energy into this. Okay? I'll get into how to read someone else, but right now we're just doing the basics. So, you're going to want to put your energy back into it, okay? So shuffle the deck. It doesn't matter how many times you shuffle it. It doesn't matter the way in which you shuffle. It's just till you feel as if your energy's in these cards. So if that takes 10 shuffles or one shuffle, it doesn't matter, whatever you feel. Okay, so let's say we've shuffled this enough. This has our energy in it, okay? And we're feeling pretty good. We're like, okay, this has my energy in it. Now you want to set an intention. What do you want to get out of this reading that you're doing for yourself? Okay? You can't just flip cards. You can, but you need some clarity. There are so many things that Spirit can tell you, okay? So if you're a beginner, you want to set your intention so when these cards come out, you can narrow it down on what your intention was, and it'll help you read a little easier, okay? So what is it you want to get out? Maybe it could be as simple as, what does Spirit want me to know today? Or it can be, something that's you want an answer to. But I would say for the purpose of like just learning tarot, I would say it's better to just make it a little bit more broad, because whenever we're really wanting an answer for something, sometimes we're in that vibration of the question so strongly that we can't really hear the answer. So do something that's a little open-ended, not so yes or no, right? Do something to where you know you're not going to really like skew the results. So I would start with just, what does Spirit want me to know today? This is a great question because you can do it daily to practice with your tarot deck. It'll help you learn the cards. You just pull one card out, okay? So that's what we do. Now, how do you get the card to pull? Well, that's up to your intuition. I like to just shuffle the deck and I wait until one card falls out. I just feel drawn to that method. It feels very divine, right? But you can just shuffle the deck and split it randomly, or whatever you want to do to get the card that you need for the day. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to just shuffle, and I feel like ones are, like this one's, so it didn't fall out, but you see how it's kind of sticking out? So I feel like that's the card that I need to pull. Okay, so we set our intention. What do I need to know today? What do I need to know today? So we have the Two of Cups. Okay, now what do? Don't run to the guidebook yet. Do not run to the guidebook yet, okay? We're going to look at this card, and what we're going to do is you just set it down, and you're going to relax. You're going to empty your mind, empty your body, like just don't feel anything. Turn the music off, turn the TV off, shut the windows, like whatever you need to do to where you can just be in stillness and there's no outside energy influencing you. Do that, because you need to, Spirit talks very subtly, so you're going to need to really tune in to what you're feeling. So if there's any energy around you happening, I know there's like always kids in my video, but I've been doing this for a while, so I can tune in. But if you've got kids, I would probably do this like at night when they're not running around, or before they wake up in the morning, okay? Because it'll be hard. It's a distraction. So we're completely empty. We don't have any expectations from this reading. We're looking at the Two of Cups. What is this telling me? Now you're going to use all your psychic senses, and you're going to feel what you're feeling. What is this card telling me? So clairsentiently is clear feeling. Maybe it'll come as a feeling, like you just feel something from the card. Claircognizance is you just know something. You look at the card and you know it, right? Maybe the people, you look at it and you're like, I just know that person's about, this is about this person. I feel it, right? Clairvoyance is, it's like a daydream. Something just pops into your head and you're like, oh, this is what the card's about. Maybe it's clairaudiently and it comes as like a thought that pops into your head, okay? So you want to just let your mind go blank, look at the card, sit in silence. The Two of Cups, what do you need to tell me today? Okay, and what'd you get? What did you get? Okay, trust what you got. Don't think too much about it. Get a journal and write down what you got and date it. Okay, this will help you keep track of your intuition to see, did something come about that had to do with what you felt? How did that energy manifest that you felt? As you start tracking the energy and, what you felt versus what you got, you can start, pinpointing how you read energy and what it means. So the next time you'll get better and better, and you can be like, last time I had this feeling, this is what happened, and I'm getting this same feeling that I got last time, so I wonder if something the same is going to happen. You see what I'm saying? Now, after you do that, then, only then, would I recommend getting the guidebook out, okay? Because it does help when you're reading tarot in the future to know what the cards mean. So like this book, this is like my deck that I made, but this guidebook, it tells you, here's the nice thing about this guidebook. It's not like chapters. There's not pages of what it means. I just give you a few simple keywords so that you know the basis of what the card's about in the upright and the reverse. That way, you're not too influenced, right? You can still trust your intuition. So I want to ask yourself, Two of Cups, what did you feel? To me, and it's going to feel differently for me than it does for you, because the intention was, what does it feel for you, right? So in here it says the Two of Cups upright, which is what it was, unified love, partnership, attraction, and relationships. I felt kind of like someone coming into the life, like meeting someone significant today, okay? So that would say that, okay, I'm on track. And now we know the Two of Cups. Now we know what that means. And tomorrow we'll pull a different card, okay? So this was part 1 of your tarot lesson. If you like these lessons, let me know and I'll post more. If you like this deck that I used today, it's my deck that I made, and I'll link it right here for you, okay? I'll see you guys next time.